everyone, welcome to Don't Throw Out That Thing by Andrea.
And my name's Charlotte, and we're both part of the OCADU Reuse Club, which you are welcome to join, by the way. You can find us at OCADU Reuse, and we're responsible for the different reuse depots around OCAD. So if you're in an upper year level, you've probably seen them. They're kind of just like big closets with different leftover materials that people have, and then anybody can just come in and borrow them. So if you're in industrial design, this is super useful. If you're in graphic design, you might not have noticed it, but it's just a really interesting initiative at a school that actually wastes a lot through different kind of hands-on projects. But right now, nobody can be at OCAD, so we thought it would be interesting to start a weekly series.
So kind of the message of this whole series is like, you are capable of repairing things already in your possession, and we want to promote that, be more sustainable about materials that we are using. Every week, we are going to choose a topic, kind of like a project. So for example, this week is darning socks. So we're going to teach you guys how to fix a hole or repair a hole in your socks with materials that you already have. And we're also kind of learning this with you. Like a lot of these projects, some we've done, some we've never done before, like darning socks. This was our first time as well. So you'll see our mistakes also.
And I also think there's like so much potential to actually make things even nicer than they were before, or just kind of use the more creative skills we all have as art students. This project is quite simple. We kind of just like weave a square on your sock and it's done. But there's one artist that we were looking at before that you can find on Instagram. Her name is Ophelia Yantelmo, and her whole practice is basically just using embroidery as a way to repair garments and make them really unique and special. She has this like crazy jean jacket that I really recommend going to check out. But yeah, we're just going to start with socks. We're going to start with basics. And also, if you end up making these or repairing these socks, please let us know. Either DM us at OCAD Reuse, or you can message me at Chuck__Rose on Instagram. I'd love to see it if you actually do this project, or if you have ideas for future projects.
In this whole repair process, personally, I really like because it doesn't like add necessarily character, but you get, or it's a chance for you to personalize.
Also, thinking of like Christmas gifts, this could also be an avenue for that. Or in a future series, if you guys are interested in seeing like what we could do in terms of Christmas cards that are not just totally made out of new resources, and how those can actually look nice.
And another project that would be super cool is just making paper. So like for those cards,
right.
You can actually make the paper out of receipts or old projects that you no longer want. You just rip it up.
And when you like press flowers in the paper, that's so
yeah,
beautiful.
There's a lot of option, guys.
Okay, well, if you like us, we can come back next semester and do even more projects. But yeah, so maybe we could get started.
Welcome to the first episode of Don't Throw Out That Thing, where we will be darning socks.
Okay, so go ahead and grab a sock. Ideally the sock that has been sitting in your dresser for 2 months that you no longer wear because it has a hole. We're also going to be using embroidery floss, so any color works. The brighter the better, in my opinion. And we will need a needle, so any needle will do as long as it's large enough to pull the floss through. And you're gonna need some fancy 5th grader scissors to cut the string. Also, we need a round object, so I think this is a dog toy maybe that I found, and it is used to hold the sock in place when we are darning it. But you can use anything, any household object like a cup, anything with a curve. We all have some fruits and vegetables lying around. These will do, they are round. So yeah, let's get started.
So you can see here, I start by putting the object in the sock to really reveal the hole, but not stretch the sock too much. Then I'm going to take the hair elastic and just secure the sock on top of your chosen object. So mine is a light bulb, so it actually holds quite nicely. Then you're going to take your needle and thread it with your embroidery floss. Here I'm just fixing a knot, but hopefully you're gonna have a knot in the right spot, which would be at the end of your thread. Okay, once you have the knot in your thread, you're gonna put the needle through on the upper left side of the hole. And then you're gonna make it go right across, making sure for your first few stitches, you're not gonna go across the hole. So you want a base that is not on the hole yet. So you can see with my second one, I'm still not on top of the hole, but even when I am overlapping the hole, it's not actually gonna change anything about my stitching. So really simple, just in, out, in, and then you're pulling it out, and then going right across and doing the same thing. And you're gonna do that all the way across the hole, and then even a little bit further on the other side. So you're kind of making a little grid, if you can think of it that way. Once you're done going all the way across and there's a bunch of straight lines covering your hole, you're actually going to switch directions. And what you're going to do, you have to be very precise. You go over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, until you get to the other side. And then you're actually going to put it through the sock material and then start again in the other direction. So once again, just simple weave over, under. You can try a few times to make sure you have it right. Over, under. It's also very easy to undo. Over, under. And you can see how it's already starting to look a little bit like a basket. Once again, and you're actually just going to keep doing that until you get all the way to the other side and that the hole is fully covered with a simple weave.
I gotta find a place to go next as I'm lying awake in your bed.
So that's 3. I think I end up doing 4, 5, or 6, but you can do as many as you want. If you're very precise, like some people, like my friend Willow, you'd probably do it maybe 10 times, but even if you were to do it a little bit looser, it's still more secure than it was when there was a hole that was going to keep getting bigger.
As I'm lying awake in your bed, those eyes, those sweet sunflower eyes, they never surprise me, I'm never surprised. And under those oaks and under the pine, you never seen a lost soul look so alive. And if you were her, how could I leave you behind?
Now here you are at the end, and what I kind of did at the end was just made sure that all my stitches were secure. You can see me kind of just flattening them, making sure nothing's too tight or too loose, and then just putting the thread through the secure part of the sock a few times and just making a knot to close it off. Just a simple knot.
And I don't know what I've been told, and I don't wanna see those things I don't know I said, catch me by that riverbed. We go down someplace to rest. And I don't know what I've been told, and I don't wanna see those things that I don't know anymore. And I said, catch me by that riverbed. We go down someplace to rest. Driving down that 405, the wind in your hair and that look in your eyes, like fall leaves making way for the sunshine. Let the emptiness fade away in the meantime. And I don't know what I've been told, and I don't wanna see those things that I don't know anymore. And I said, catch me by that riverbed. We go down someplace to rest. And I don't know what I've been told, and I don't wanna see those things I don't know anymore. And I said, catch me by that riverbed. Go down someplace to rest.
And that's it. There you are. You have repaired your sock with a cute little patch.
So that was fun.
We're back.
We're back.
So we wanted to do a little recap or final.
Just conclusion, our reviews, how we felt about the project.
There we go. So this is my final result over here. It's this little square that matches my hat.
Very cute.
And this is actually my second attempt. I didn't really put it in the video, but I actually did make a first try on this sock, and it went really badly in my opinion. It kind of looks like I stepped in some blue gunk. But it worked out the second time, so.
Yeah, I think this was my first attempt here. Very asymmetrical, kind of circular, but it definitely gets easier when you try it a few times. Like the first time, just kind of getting used to weaving through the right stitches and making it an actual square.
Mm-hmm.
But I did it on the inside so that when you turn it inside out, it's like this. And if I were to do it again, I would probably do it on the outside because I like the look of the patch.
Yeah, I like the look of the patch too. I have it on the other side, and I didn't realize that people usually like try to hide it. But I guess if you were to use the same color thread either way, it wouldn't really show up. But yeah, if you go on the other side of my little square, it almost doesn't show, which is kind of cool.
I think a new color is really fun.
Yeah.
Sham socks.
I didn't have that many colors of embroidery floss, but maybe you do, because bracelet making was all the rage in high school. And then Angelina stole all my embroidery floss.
So I think that went pretty well. It's very simple. It doesn't take a lot of time. We did it in, about 8 minutes?
Yeah, and I think, oh my god, I had like so many more socks to do.
Yeah, I know. Now
Yeah.
all I will be doing in my free time.
Also, this project makes me like more inclined to buy nicer quality socks if I feel like
Yeah, absolutely.
keep them in the long term.
Um,
But I hope it worked out for you guys. I don't know what time of day you're seeing this, but I recommend this project like while watching TV is quite nice.
it's a good multitasking project.
I feel like stitching circles back in the 18th century was like a really nice time to gossip.
Do you with friends?
Actually, oh, that's an interesting thing. Feel free to, I don't know if there's a way to comment, but either comment or message us if you are interested in doing this type of project alongside with us, like a craft along instead of just watching us on your OCADU live. Once again, at OCADU reuse at OCAD reuse, or check Rose if you have any feedback.
Yeah, so we can either do just like video recordings like this, or we can do it live. Please let us know. And next week, I think we're planning on doing patching, so with jeans, with jackets. So tune in for that.
Fun.
We'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.